is off. Hi everyone, good morning. I hope that we have some kids tuning in. Maybe their parents are tuning in. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. My name's Sarah and we're doing some kids yoga. So depending on where you're at, it would be nice if you might be able to have a piece of paper and some crayons. I actually don't have crayons, so I have a blue marker. This is my cat, and his name is Half Moon. He's named him after a yoga pose, and he might be making an appearance sometime in the class today. He's special for kids yoga, so hopefully you love cats. Alright, so we're going to start today with our intention as being focused. So if you know what focus is, raise your hand. Even though I can't see you, I hope you're all raising your hand. So focus to me means being able to think about or do one thing at a time. So when we're unfocused, we're thinking about our homework, our family, TikToks, Instagram, all these things at once means you're unfocused. But if you're focused, you're able to do one thing at a time and pay attention to one thing at a time. And being able to focus helps you become a superpower yogi, right? So having this ability to focus helps you do better at school, helps you be better at home, helps you with your chores and whatever else you might be doing during this break from school. Great, so let's start with a little breathing exercise just to ground us together. So we'll take our hands to our hands, one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. We'll take a long deep breath in through the nose together. And a deep breath out. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more. In through your nose. And let it go. Okay, good job. So you were able to focus on your breath there. Now let's focus a little bit on our feelings. And this is where our paper and markers or crayons come in. So focus means to be able to pay attention to one thing at a time. So right now, I would love if you could focus on how you feel. So let's just take a little break. It's easier to sometimes draw a picture to explain how you're feeling than it is to really even talk about it, right? So we'll take 1 or 2 minutes here. Find your crayons, find your markers, draw a picture, right? Or color a picture to show how you're feeling. And this could be private, this could be something you just fold up and keep and put away, or maybe you share it with whoever you're with, your parents, your grandparents, sisters, brothers. Okay, so we'll just leave this running. I'll draw mine and I'll show you how I'm feeling. Doesn't have to be Picasso, right? I've seen kids draw emojis to express how they're feeling. So if that's how you resonate or you understand your feelings through emojis, you can draw an emoji. You can draw anything you want, just however it expresses you. And know that there's no right way to feel. There's no wrong way to feel. We'll just start by drawing our emotions. How do we feel today? All right, I'm gonna show you mine. If you're still coloring, take as long as you want. You're at home, right? But mine is a big bright sun with a smiley face. So that's how I'm feeling today. Knowing that we're almost in summertime, we get to go outside. I went on a nice hike yesterday. So this reminds me to spend time outside in the sun, and that helps me feel happy. So that's what I drew. If you want to show who you're with, what you drew, you can do that. I'll set my drawing aside. Awesome. So hopefully you're ready to move on. So for our next activity, we will practice breathing. So I have my big magic ball here, and it helps me help you learn how to breathe. So it's, to me, easier to show that when the ball gets big, I'd like for you to inhale through your nose. And when the ball gets small, exhale through the nose. Okay, so we'll do this a few times. All you have to do is watch the ball and match your lungs with my ball. We're focusing on our breath, paying attention to our breath. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's keep going. Watch the ball. Let's try to go a little bit faster now. Now go slow. And fast. One more time. And slow. And now let's go as slow as possible. Good, now close your eyes if that feels safe for you. Rest your hands on your knees and just take a few moments here to see how you're feeling. Focus or pay attention to the inside, just the inside of your body and your mind. Notice what's happening inside of you. Notice how the breathing exercise made you feel. Maybe you feel more energized, more tired, more alert. There's no right or wrong answer here. Good, okay, so now we'll just do a little bit of moving. So let's move our bodies. Let's come to stand. We'll stand on up, stand on your mat. I can move my things out of the way so that you can see. All right, and what we will do first is we will warm up our body with some sun salutations. So sun salutations is a nice, fun, easy way to just move, make your body healthy, happy, and strong. So start by taking your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. And notice as you take a deep breath in, everything should grow. The heart should grow and the belly should grow. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, everything is small. Inhale. Just like our ball, exhale. One more, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, wave your arms up to the sky. Maybe take a good morning back bend. Stretch out your back. Wave high to the clouds. If you can see out a window, we actually have a window here. And on Good. From here, let's turn the toes out. Come to frog pose. So we like to call this frog pose. From here, you'll take your hands down to the ground and hop back to a log. Hopefully you feel strong in your log. From here, lower down to the ground. On your inhale, lift your nose, take snake pose. Now tuck your toes, come to table. This is called table pose. In table, we are able. So in table, we'll tuck our toes, send our hips high to the sky, find downward facing dog. If you want, maybe you want to go woof, woof, woof. Even though I have a cat, I could say meow, 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 woof, woof, woof. See, he likes it. Woof, woof, woof. From dog, we'll hop back to frog. So look at your hands, hop your feet forward. Come back to frog. Good. From here, come to a fold. Hands on the ground, toes point forward, fold to the floor. Exhale. Ha. Inhale, rise up, find a big back bend. Open your heart. Exhale, hands to heart. Ha. We'll do that a few more times, okay? So if you feel tired, just slow down, take a break. Do your best, have fun with it. Inhale, reach your hands high to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Good, bend your knees, come to frog. Ribbit, ribbit. Hands on the ground, hop back to a log. So they're down to the ground. And lift your nose for snake pose. Tuck your toes, come to table. I know you're able. Good, from here, find downward dog. Woof, 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 woof. Maybe you wiggle your tail, pretend you have a tail, pretend to see what kind of a dog you would be if you were a dog. Now look at your hands, hop back to a frog. Ribbit, ribbit. Just for bonus, hop back to a log. Lower down to the ground. Lift your nose, snake pose. Come back to table, I know you're able. And from here, downward dog. Look at the hands, hop back to frog. Hands come to your heart. Imagine you're a green frog here. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out and fold. Ha. Inhale, rise to the sky. Shine your heart open towards the sun. Exhale, hands to heart. So much fun. Do it at least one more time. When you're ready, inhale, reach up, maybe wave at the sky. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, turn the toes out, come to frog. From frog, hop to log. Lower down to the ground. Lift your nose, snake pose. Come to table, I know you're able. Tabletop pose. Now tuck your toes, lift your hips, come to downward facing dog. Arf, arf, arf. From dog, hop to frog. And let's forward fold. Inhale, reach the hands high to the sky. Take a back bend. Wave at the clouds, past your ceiling. Hands to heart, exhale. Ha. Good. From here, I think it's only fair that we practice cat pose because we've had a cat making his appearance in the video. So we'll make our way back down to the ground. Reach the hands up high to the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, come to frog one more time. And we'll hop back to log. Lower down to the ground and find snake pose. We're taking the scenic route. Tuck your toes, come to table. Now we're getting ready for the cat pose. So for cat pose, we press into the hands, tuck your chin, and make your spine as big as possible, like you're a cat in Halloween. Round, round, round your back. Focus on your breath. You're focusing on one thing at a time. Right now, your focus is on your inhale and your exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep spreading the back muscles. Now from here, tuck your toes, come to downward dog. Big breath out. Now why don't we switch it up and walk your hands backwards towards your feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Take a little back bend. And hands to heart. Exhale. Good, now let's do some balance postures. So balance poses are a great way to test if you're focusing or not, because you really have to pay attention to what you're doing to balance. So we'll start with the most favorite balance pose for most people. It's called tree pose. So with one of your legs, you start by bending the knee and turn the knee open. So as you can see, I'm doing a very easy tree. My toes are still on the floor. If you're wiggle wobbling today, this is your tree pose. You stay right here. If you want to go a little bit harder, and a little bit more advanced, take the foot under your knee or above your knee. Try to not put it on your knee because that's a little bit dangerous. And we'll just hold the pose. Find your balance by focusing. Pay attention to one dot on the ground in front of you or the wall in front of you and just connect with it, stare at it. Only focus on the dot. If you fall, just try again, get right back up. If you're able to hold on to a wall or a table, you can do that as well. Good, a few more breaths. Remember, if you fall, get right back up. And let's switch sides. Take the right leg down, shake it out. A little bit tiring, right? Yeah, now the other leg, right leg's or the left leg, whichever side you didn't do, glue that leg down and take your tree. So either keep the toes on the floor like mine are, or you can lift the leg higher, but just don't put the foot on the knee, either above your knee or below. Sometimes one side's a little bit stronger than the other, so it's normal if that's happening to you also. This time for tree pose, we're still looking at a non-moving point and focusing with it. But this time, maybe reach the arms up overhead and pretend. What kind of a tree would you be if you really could be a tree? Maybe you're an apple tree. I love apples. I might be an apple tree. I love apples dipped in peanut butter or almond butter. Maybe you're a redwood tree, a sequoia tree, an oak tree, maple tree. Just think about what kind of a tree you could be, and then maybe we even send some thanks and some gratitude to the trees that are on the planet that help us breathe every single day. Our air comes from the trees. Let's take a few more breaths. Focus on a point in front of you. If you fall, get right back up. You can do it. One more breath in. And exhale, come out of the pose. Shake it out. Shake it out. Good job. Let's do another balancing pose. So, eagle pose, a little bit hard, but I think you can all do it. And if not, we'll just modify as you need. So, we'll start with the right leg lifting. So you'll lift the knee high, and you'll wrap the right leg around the left leg, just like that. Now, you'll open your arms, try to cross the left elbow over the right, and hold your shoulders. This is eagle pose, squeeze everything to the middle. If you want to go a little bit deeper, make this a little bit harder, you can try to press the backs of your hands together, or even wrap the arms around each other. Lift the elbows, look at a non-moving point on the floor, and you're an eagle in this pose, so pretend you're in the sky. Imagine yourself flying through the blue sky like an eagle, so strong, so powerful, so brave. If you fall, get right back up. Focus, focus, you can do it. And let's come out of the pose, shake it out. Woo! It's hard. Balance postures are hard. You guys are doing great. Let's switch sides. So we'll lift the other knee high to the sky, wrap it around your leg, open your arms like you're giving the whole world a hug, and cross this time right elbow over left. Maybe you stay here. This is eagle pose today. If you want to do it a little bit harder, you can try to wrap the arms. One side might be a little bit easier than the other. That's totally normal. Breathe. Again, pretend you're in the sky. Imagine the scenery you would see from the air. If you fall, get right back up. Let's do 3 more breaths. You can do it. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And release. Shake it out. Whew, I don't know about you, but my legs were tired. Great. Shake it out. Shake out the arms. Let's do a little twist of the spine. Good. Okay, so we'll make our way down to our back. So slowly, slowly bend your knees. Come onto the ground. And lay flat on the ground wherever you are. So kids love this pose that I'm about to teach. Lay flat on the back. You might already know where we're going with this. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, and your feet are really close to your bottom. Okay, so from here, either lift to the top of the head, coming up to a wheel, or lift the head off the ground. Kids, you tend to be so bendy, so flexible, you really love this pose. So just hold this. If you want, walk your hands back towards your feet, be even bendier. We'll do 5 breaths. 4, 3, 2, and come down. Good job. Bring your knees into your chest. Hold your elbows, lift your head, bring your nose to your knees. Hold, give yourself a big hug. Show yourself gratitude for practicing, for focusing. And then lower the head down. And let's take a short rest. So this is called Zen pose. We lay flat on the mat, and we allow our body to just relax. If you don't have a mat, you can lay on the carpet, on a rug. And we'll stay here together for a few minutes. So really practice letting your body relax. Practice non-movement, so just being still. And just focusing on your breath. We'll be here just a little bit longer. See how still you can be. Now let your toes wiggle. See if you can wiggle your toes. All 10 toes. See if you can wiggle each one at a time. It's a little bit hard. And then also wiggle all 10 fingers, one at a time. Wiggle your wrists, your ankles, feel your body waking up. And just like you just woke up in the morning, take a big stretch. Reach the arms up overhead, bring the feet together, full body stretch. Then let's roll into a ball. Bring your knees and your heart, roll on your right side into a little ball. And use your hands now to help you come up to sitting. So push your body up, meet in cross-leg sitting pose. Some people say crisscross applesauce. So if that's how you want to call the pose, we can call it crisscross applesauce. And just let your eyes close. So you're sitting straight. If you feel safe, close the eyes. I'm going to play my little bowl. And when you hear, just see if you can notice for the moment, when you hear the sound, stop. So you'll hear a sound, see how long you can hear it go. It's still going. We'll do that 2 more times. Not sure how well you can hear it online, but we'll just try. See if you can notice when you stop hearing it. Good, 1 more. It went that whole time. Good, okay, so hopefully you're able to hear the sound, and that is another way you can practice focusing. You're focusing on the sound you're listening to, and listening to it until it ends helps you build more focus. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. So it's nice to end our yoga practice today together by thinking of something that really makes you happy, something you're really grateful for, whether it's the people you're living with, maybe the fact that you don't have to go to school right now, or maybe you're grateful that there's online options for school. Maybe you're grateful for the sun, your pets, whatever it is. You can think of as many things as you'd like. Think of some things that make you really happy. Good, and think about what you drew. So the picture you drew in the beginning, is it still relevant? Do you still feel the same way, or maybe you feel different? And both are okay. If you feel the same, great. If you feel different, also great. You can even, after this class ends, use your crayons and draw a different picture to represent how you're feeling now that you've done some yoga. I want to thank you all so much for signing in today, to watching this video, and taking this class. I hope that because you've taken this class, you feel a little bit more open in your body, a little bit more focused, strong, alert, and happy. Have a beautiful day. We end our practice by saying namaste. Namaste means the goodness in me sees the goodness in you virtually. Namaste. Thank you.